Today I'm doing a video. I'm going to do a little update, what's been going on, what we got that's new. Had a few videos I was going to put out, but it turns out I say too much, so I decided not to do that. 14 times in one video. I thought that was a bit embarrassing, so that's why I've not had any latest videos out. And the birds and the sun and dirt, it's just made all the cars dirty again. I keep washing, well, not me, we got a young lad, Alfie, who's been doing a little bit of work for us. He's cleaned some cars off. Called him a valettor in one video. Guy didn't get too happy because he didn't do a great job on the Corsa. They weren't happy with that in the comments, but we've got it valeted professionally now and it's looking spanking, so that course is all good. We need to give all these a good going over, and yeah, I was wrong. I called him a valeter, not valeter. He's just a guy trying his best and doing us a bit of a favour, and the condition was good enough to get the photos and a video done, so that's why that happened. We're not rookies, we're just trying our best to get by. So that's that. Car sales, C-Max, got the bulb in there, still not fixed that. Got a little bit of an issue with that. Welding's done, painted, that's all sorted, it's nice and lovely. Need to do a bit of a touch up on it. Said it again, I got to stop doing that. I got to stop saying and no, I'm not going to stop recording and restart, because fresh and honest is the way I go. So 308, had it painted, a couple little bits here, look, had that painted, I didn't touch in that, no, that's just a bubble. What else we did? Didn't do anything on the tailgate. We done this strip here, this pillar, and the bonnet. So had that horrible burn mark. It's all nice and fresh now. But unfortunately for us, we had one of our mechanics, and they have diagnosed the window regulator as faulty, but the replacement window regulator doesn't work either. So we've either had a misdiagnosis or a faulty part. That's why that's not back together and on the sale yet. That'll be a nice little gem when it's done. Don't think I have sold a white one of these. I think I said that in a before video. I'm sure it was SD13. I'm not going to say the last three bits of the reg because that's someone's car. But what else we got going on? Jetta. Chetta's been a bit of a, this is a customer's car. Bit of a ball ache to fit this. VWs. Just said this to John, who's doing the MOTs for us. VWs have to double unlock to get the rear doors open. It's once for the driver's door and then twice for the rest of the doors. Look. So if you didn't know that, now you know. Boom. So let's get back over here, show you what's been going on. We had to have all this apart to replace the seat belt because that didn't tension properly, and we had an airbag light on. That was a fun job for Paul Cullen. We've had Jazz done a video on this, bit of welding, exhaust, wipers, bulbs, bit of everything really. 60,000 miles on this Jazz. If you haven't seen the video that I've already done, check that out. There's a sticker. Sold that like 3+ years ago. What else we got going on? Jeep, glow plugs, bane of the life. When a glow plug snaps. Have a look under here. Can I open it with one hand? No. There we go. So, fitted some Bosch glow plugs. One of the little beauties. Where is it? I think it's that one. Is that it? That one, isn't it? I don't know what a snap glow plug looks like, to be honest. I've only ever done one set, and that was the other day, and no, I did not snap this one. Someone jumps on that. I'd done a set on, what did I do it on? I think it was a Qashqai or something, and they all come out, used some like penetrating spray, lubed it up, they all come out lovely. But poor Callum, when he done that one, they didn't go so well. So we got a special tool, got like 4 glow plug sets, removal sets, but I had to order a special tool for this one, so at least we got the tool now when it turns up. I think it just arrived today actually. Defender, it's a bit of fun for me. I've had quite a lot of jobs myself going on recently, so this failed MOT now. Let's grab that. The indicator stalk, that one there, that broke. Not broken off, but it failed internally, so that needed replacing. But when I took it all apart and done that, is that a bolt? Yeah, it's a little bolt. When I undone that bolt there, this one all fell apart because that was broken too. So makes sense that they both kind of fell at the same time. You know, it's an old car, I don't know what age it is, it's got a private plate on it, but it's a Defender, so it's pretty old. But they're good, robust things. So this one's got sunroof. So yeah, we've replaced that. This one we were supplied, that one the customer supplied, but it does have a internal wiring issue. So we've got to get to the bottom of that, as well as sort this door. Now, this door opens perfectly from the outside. Every time. But when you pull the inside handle, even though the mechanism will work, the door locks. So that is pretty weird. I'm going to take the key out of this before I leave it in there overnight. Yeah, I've got the power probe there, a few bits and bobs. Better disconnect that power probe as well. There we go. Don't want a flat battery. So yeah, that's been a bit of a nightmare. Got this camper. It's had a fuel issue. It didn't start properly, so replaced the fuel filter, assuming that the seals in the fuel filter are warm. Said it again now. Said it again. Yeah, the seals in the fuel filter are worn, even though it's only a year old. Oh, stop! Please stop saying them. Right, keep throwing myself off now. The fuel filter seals had oh my god, had worn, and they were letting air into the fuel system. So we replaced the filter, and we now have a good running car. So that's that all sorted. This is all the parts we got for next week. Parts are all in order. Had nice clean up out here, so that's all looking a bit nice and neat. We're getting there slowly. We're getting there. Had to move on from that camper van. I'm just going to say all day, and we're not going to get anywhere. That transporter there with the private plate. Replace this EGR pipe because that was split, but still got EGR problems. Obviously this was going to cause an issue because that had completely broke off there. It's a clean snap, so that was just drawing in too much air, excessive air. We replaced that, and we now are looking at possibly, well, potentially replacing the turbo, because the turbo seems to be the culprit. The, what's it called, Citroen Picasso. Getting to the bottom of this finally. I've been saying it, and we're getting there. So ECU's all good. We believe we've tested all that. We've now fixed a wiring fault or something like that, and the start motor's packed up. So we need to get a start motor, but luckily we have another one at the top. We've been playing with this as well. I think it was a throttle body on the Duke, so we're getting to the bottom of that. What else we got going on? We got loads and loads of stuff going on. I've done a little video on this as well, but I'm gonna show you guys now. So this Corsa come in needing a clutch, and look at the gearbox. So that's all the gearbox material. We believe that the clutch had failed internally, and I've got a spider on me. The clutch had failed internally and punched a hole inside the gearbox, which is unusual. It's not, you know, standard practice to do that when a clutch fails. There's potential that there was something internally wrong. It is a bit of a mess. So we've got a new gearbox to go in there. We're getting there, we're getting there. What else we got going on? It's quite a nice Corsa, to be fair, 15 plate. The people weren't keen on doing the gearbox replacement. I think it was just come down to cost, where cost of a new box is like £2,000, cost of a second-hand box like £200. You just gotta, on a 10-year-old, 11-year-old car, play your cards right. Don't treat it like a new car. It is gonna, even though they do say second-hand parts, second-hand problems, but if you buy something like a gearbox from somewhere like Trent's or Silver Lake, you're gonna get a warranty. You know it's working when they took it out. And we've had a gearbox for a BMW before that we put in, and it was screwed, so they ended up warrantying that too, and we took the gearbox back out and they gave us a replacement. You do lose on the labour time, that is a fact, but as long as you have a happy customer at the end of it, which we were trying to sell a car and the car was sold and need to go out, all's well that ends well. It's definitely not worth paying £2,000+ for a brand new gearbox to go in a 10-year-old car. Oh, let's do a little video on this. So before I get to the end, this is my sister's Audi, which I can happily do a video on because it's not hers anymore. I've paid her for the money for it. It's going to the scrapyard. She unfortunately had a handbrake failure, and the handbrake went and rolled straight into a fence. So we've already pulled this out to try and save it, but it is a worn old car. Look at this, this is why I want to do the video. If people don't believe it's possible, 200,000 miles on a petrol Audi. That is high mileage. That is some high mileage. She bought it on like 190 something for like, I don't know, 500 quid off someone locally. It needed some work and we got it back on the road, and now it's just costing too much money. I think she just spent £1,000 roughly on it before this happened, so it's gonna be weighed in now. It's a shame because S1s are lovely, A1s are nice too, but this is a battered old thing anyway. Look, marks down there, nice front end, it just needs a bit of a clean, but the bodywork is already too far gone. So that there, that here, this was already like unclipped, but that tailgate's ruined. Would you want to put a tailgate and a bumper on it on a 200,000 mile car? What's it worth on the other side? I don't think it's worth a lot. So yeah, that's going to get taken to the scrapyard. Gonna get that out of the way. Lots of stuff going on. Lots of mechanical work. Got a few cars coming in and out. Got a Swift, one of Swift's at the back, white one, 63 plate petrol one. That's had a viewing this morning, and we've got a test drive on Wednesday. Just need to try and sort out a deal for the old chap because he's got a micro that's very, very, very poorly, and I want to try and look after him, getting him into the Swift. I do think an upgrade from a 2006 micro to a 2013 Suzuki Swift is definitely worth it. The old chap's selling his micro for I think 750 quid, and it's I think 2006, as I say. This is a 63 plate, 2013, December registered, so not a 14, still a 13. We've got this going around 2k, so it's good value for money considering the upgrade. And obviously that's got no issues. It will have a clean sheet MOT wise, a 7 service, and any other work it needs doing, which has had a battery and alternator and some other stuff. So I think that would be a good little upgrade for him. We've also had 2 viewings this morning, one on the red Corsa, one on the can't remember what the other thing was on, but I had 5008. But we're doing good. Doing good. We've got lots of cars coming in and out, lots of stuff for sale, lots of stuff in the prep process, and loads of mechanical cars too. So we're keeping busy. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe for more.